you want?
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus was. When Jesus was. When Jesus was. He washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. He taught me how to watch, fight and pray, and fuck y'all, man. I can sing. Y'all niggas got me fucked up. Shit. All right. Y'all keep on playing. Shit. Y'all keep on playing. Keep on playing. I'm like, all right, don't worry. When I get my record deal, I'm gonna play with y'all. It's going down. What's up, family? We back, family. We back. Sunday service. Sunday service. Holistically hilarious. Holistically hilarious. H2O. I'm gonna call her H2O because she got two H's in her name. H2O. Say what's up to the family. H2O.
Love and laughter family.
And I love her name, man. Holistically hilarious, man. It's just so perfect, so powerful, just in the idea of being, in a joyous state and, just laughing and making fun of our situation, making fun of ourselves, and just being in that place where that it, laughter is key to making this thing powering up your day and all of that good stuff. So that's what it is, family. That's what it is. Like and share the video, family. Let me even find the damn video. I'll be late on that shit. I'll be trying to do 3 things at once. Man, y'all motherfuckers here. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all know I can sing. I ain't playing with y'all. Holistically hilarious was just telling me how good my voice was. So
is that true?
Hold on, dog. Now you're gonna sit up here and lie and shit? Really?
My throat chakra don't even vibrate like that.
Really? Oh, really? My throat chakra is vibrating all the way full, fast, and in a hurry, shit. Cause I'm on my shit for real. What's the deal, family? What's the deal? Like and share the video. Let me share this show real quick before we start. Man, so y'all know we was talking about happiness earlier, man. We was talking about the importance of happiness and being in a joyous state and laughter and everything. And we got the queen, the goddess, to bring that energy to us. To bring that energy all the way to us. So H2O.
Love and laughter.
Tell us how you got started on your spiritual plight and the aspect of, understanding that this thing is also, a comedic relief.
I've been on my journey for a while now, for about 2.5 years, and I've always been able to find like things funny, the humor in certain situations. But it was about a year ago when I really decided to turn it into my passion, or whatever, like my comedic approach that I've been having my whole life into a passion, and then turning it into, like, I guess a career, as you want to call it, because my life was totally like hilarious. Everything that I talk about is just a true story. So just like last year, I just started to I've always wanted to be an actress, an entertainer of some sort, but I wanted to do it my own way. So just last year, I just decided to start connecting the dots, and then I put it together, and then voila, it became holistically hilarious.
Nice, nice. And if you could tell us some of the teachers and books that you read that propelled you in just your spiritual knowing, your spiritual understanding of you know uh yourself.
Well, when I first got on my journey like 2 years ago, because that's when like I really went deep with a lot of information. I still study now, but in the beginning was when I really soaked in a lot of information that now is just really starting to show itself, starting to make sense, connect the dots. But I read some books. I wasn't really like a reader, but I read a few books. I can't even really recall the damn name. It seemed like it's been so long ago, and I went so hard because I haven't really honestly been reading a lot lately. I watch more YouTube videos, more lectures because I be on the go all the time, or I read like books on the go. But
Hmm.
I like Black Magic 363,
Hmm.
Brother Rich.
Yeah.
He goes in. He always has so many different guests, and from his show, I'll be able to like get into Dr. Phil Valentine, Red Pill, Blue Pill. I found Dr. Inky, KT Arch Degree, of course, Dr. Sebi. Um, uh, what's the other man? The brother, he's an elder, Lloyd Strahan, who I studied for numerology. Um, and Gano Grills, really big on metaphysical knowledge. These are just some of the teachers and master teachers that I found via like YouTube, you
Mm.
know,
Yeah.
YouTube. But I did read some books. I'm just really having like a brain fart right now. Like I know I've read the gang of books. I just really can't recall. Um, the book, The Story of Asara Set and Haru, is one of me and my son's favorite book. I read I'm just really having a brain fart. You probably say something, I'd be like, "Yep, that was it. Yep, that was it." Because I read a book on Marcus Garvey, but I can't recall the name of it.
Hmm.
I read a book. I can see the picture of it is white with black and red letters on there
Mm.
that everybody has in their house. I read that book, but I can't recall the actual books. But what I just told you though, as far as the teachers, the lecturers who I've studied under and learned from via like YouTube lectures and things like that,
Hmm.
webinars.
Yeah. Right.
Hmm.
Facts. Yeah. And at the end of the day, this whole thing is about yourself and just a journey with yourself. So understanding that you just you don't have to read the books or find these lectures, as long as you understanding yourself spiritually and just knowing that there's a deeper aspect into yourself, then that's always important and that's always key to this thing. But what I admire about you and enjoy about your videos is the importance of laughter. You know what I'm saying? The importance of laughter, smiling, and being in a joyous state. You know what I mean? And basically, you embody that vibrating from the heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? Um, can you elaborate on how laughter is healing?
Yeah, yeah. Like laughter is something that I actually just started studying last year. That was not in the beginning of my journey. It wasn't even on my spiritual journey in the beginning at all. It's wow. That that fell into my lap. It was a gift from spirit. It was a download. But once
Mm-hmm.
I started to really study the benefits of laughter, I really found out that it's really beneficial on the mind, body, and soul. Not just it makes you feel good temporarily, but if you do it consistently, it actually has long term effects. It changes your perception of how you view your reality. It helps to raise your vibrations to be in alignment with more of a high vibrational lifestyle because laughter is like one of the highest frequencies up there with joy and love and bliss. Laughter also has the capabilities to give your organs an internal massage, helps to force old stale oxygen out of your lungs to create space to receive fresh new prana. And also, excuse me, laughter has the ability to bring your chakras back into alignment. So
Mm.
it's just many levels of laughter. So my goal is to go deep and dissect and bring each one to life via the comedy, visual, and with the podcast for people who like to just hear, listen, get that ear shot for popping. And while they driving to work or from work, at home cleaning up, what I'm saying, just teaching how laughter is a tool and how it should be used every day throughout the day. And it's the most powerful tool you have in your life because it also combats stress. And stress is like the number one killer out here. Stress is so powerful. Stress goes wherever you allow it to go. So you need to have something already ready to go, locked and loaded when you feel yourself approaching a stressful situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how I got started kind of with laughter because I was doing things like laugh the stress away or the no stress zone, and you would just use laughter as a tool to just like start laughing at petty shit because joy is your superpower. That's how the hilarious healing mantras even came into play because stress was so it's so prevalent everywhere. You see so many people that just stressed, always on edge, quick to complain, but not quick enough to show gratitude for the things that they have. And he's like, why are you so ready to just, people have to like force laughter, force themselves to be happy, but they rather be on the downside of the situation. So I like to just show people and how you can implement laughter in every way of your life to help you and to add value to your life because it's a key cog in being able to socially communicate and network with people. Period. If you ain't laughing, you really got a lot of shit pent up in you, and I might not want to even talk to your ass because you triggered and you may go off at any minute. If I may say something wrong to you, if I may laugh too much, it don't even matter because you pent up. So
Mm-hmm.
use laughter as a tool to really exhale and release the shit that you be having pent up in your body. So that's when I started to come up with laughter meditation, something you can do by yourself when you're not around a lot of people. Then I started because I already had laughter yoga popping off because that's how I got certified doing laugh yoga. They didn't teach laughter meditation. That was some shit that I came up with like on my own. And then I started to watch some YouTube videos, and some people were doing it, but they weren't doing it how I was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just so many different ways. I was like, damn, laughter can slide up in here and works, laughter right here. It's just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Your whole life is really what you make it. And I choose to just be laughing at a lot of shit because joy is my superpower, because a lot of shit is funny.
Exactly.
So
Fact.
that's a long answer, but yeah, it was just so many areas as I kept going deeper into the studying the science of laughter, how it's really needed all the time, even for children.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Even for children, they don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of children now are taught to be so grown so quick that they don't even laugh like children.
Right.
Like I've
Oh,
I've met so many people who come to laugh yoga, and when I tell them how it starts and what to do, they just first be tripping. Even children, it's only some children that'll like break out and enjoy it all the way, but we're taught right away to just turn off that imagination, that inner child, and be fearful. And it's rules, and it's this and it's that. You gotta fucking live this way. If you're not living this way, you're not normal. You're not an adult. You're not taking shit seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Let me just laugh at. Let me laugh. So sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like where I'm at now in my life, I laugh a lot. And it don't mean I don't take shit serious. It don't mean I don't pay my bills. It don't mean I'm not an adult. I just choose to just vibrate high because that's what I'm manifesting. And that's how I'm able to make changes in my life by being at a more high vibrational frequency.
Yeah, and that's good that you say that you choose. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important. Like you have the choice. You have the power to say either I'm be happy or I'm be depressed or sad or mad or whatever. Right? Because perception is in the eye of the beholder. So now when you're able to transmute your thought process and say,
Mhm.
you know what, I'm gonna see the joy in situations. I'm gonna see the the happiness in all these situations. That man, me and my queen just seen an Instagram post, right? We seen this Instagram post. The girls on this post, you know, they had amputated arms, amputated legs, and all of that. Y'all seen that post? Uh,
Mm.
and you know, they were smiling, they was happy, they was like, yeah, I choose resiliency, I choose happiness.
Hey now.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a point when you have to say, oh, I've been tricked, I've been bamboozled, fuck this illusion, right? But then there's a point where you have to say, well, I'm here, it don't matter, so let me smile my way through this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's important. As a matter of fact, well, uh, H2O, can you give out your uh, podcast before I forget? So, because I'm gonna post it in the description, but you know how people be leaving things early. So give out your podcast and your Instagram real quick.
Yes, the podcast is Holistically Hilarious Podcast. HolisticalLy. Hilarious is HealArIous. And you can find it on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker Republic, Spotify. Yeah, bam. And the link is on my Instagram. The Instagram is Holistically Hilarious as well. And the Facebook is Holistically Hilarious as well. Everything is in sync. Holistically Hilarious. You can Google Holistically Hilarious and just find me. Pull up on me. Google me.
Exactly. I was telling her off camera. I said, man, I ain't gonna be saying that long ass lane shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a powerful name because it just resonates in so many different levels and all of that. Um, can you tell us a little bit about and you know about your vegan journey?
Yes.
How that plays a role in your vibrational energy.
Being plant based is very important because it really helps you to vibrate higher when you're eating foods that are high vibrational foods that give you life and give you energy and that don't weigh you down. Being plant based has actually helped me to be where I'm at right now, or I wouldn't even be where I'm at right now.
Mm,
So I really feel like it's a 90% role in my whole entire journey because I feel I get more energy. I love the way I feel when I eat healthy food. I love the options. I love the flavor. I love being able to educate people on the fact that eating a plant based life, uh, eating plant based can change your life, add value to your life, changes your mentality, changes how you think, how you view things, how you think, how you feel, how your skin glow, all of that shit. It really set me up for success.
mhm,
It made me vibrate higher on so many different levels, mentally, physically, financially, sexually, emotionally. All the leads came when I just switched over to first it was vegan, then it was like vegan healthy, and then it was like plant based. And that was like in 30 days. And then I went next month, I was really on my alkaline shit. So I was realizing I wasn't seeing no results from eating some of the foods, but you had to learn. It was a journey. So I was eating some frozen shit, some vegan cheese shit that wasn't good. I wasn't knowing. I always been a good cook. That's one thing that saved me is that I can cook, period. Because I ain't gonna lie, you got to learn. You got to know. You got to want to try some shit out. And I always was a cook. My mom from the South, my daddy from the South, they know how to cook. And I just switched out some recipes because like I still make quite a bit of the things I used to make now. So it just really it helped me out, meet more people. It opened up my horizon. What about to say Verizon? Opened up my eyes and shit. It just was one of the best things that I could have did. It was the first thing that I did actually. Crystals and water and plant based came within like 90 days of each other. I started drinking Shungite infused water, purified water, and then I started getting into crystals, and then I started eating vegan, and then
mm,
bang.
yeah,
Then I got into magic, and then it was all together.
yeah, and that's the thing too, man. That I try to stress that point a lot because people kind of think like they can bypass, you know, like that step of eating vegan or being or not eating vegan, but just eating clean and just seeing how it feels for your vibration, just seeing how it feels even with you. You know what I'm saying? Eating clean is not gonna propel your spiritual plight, but being a vegan or eating better helps your energy. And if you got more energy, now you're able to do more stuff than your
But
mundane thing. You know what I mean? Um, if you got a job, you get off your job, you still feel energized to go meditate or whatever, or you know what I'm saying, get into your visualization techniques and all of that stuff. So it's important, man, to have a well balanced body that's ready to attack this spiritual assignment. You know what I mean? Babe, you had something?
yes, before you moved on, first of all, thank y'all to the people in the chat, those who were live with us earlier, and those who have come back. Thank you so much. Before we move on from the food, I want to stop at the food because I have to go to the grocery store and cook a meal today, and we are plant-based as well. Give me a plant-based, one of your favorite meals to cook. I'm a cook too. Love cooking. Actually feel myself get into the spirit while cooking. Actually, that's why I receive a whole bunch of channels and information. Tell me one of your favorite meals. Something quick, something nourishing and tasty. So I can make it tonight because I need ideas. I was just looking on Pinterest trying to find something new to cook.
Before you say
Okay.
before you say that, H2O, our queen is feeding our child, our little baby girl still, and I'm getting kind of jealous.
Shut up.
I'm getting kind of jealous because you know what I'm saying, I want some of that breast milk too.
You are so silly. You are hilarious.
Yeah, thinking to
Hey,
myself like, what the hell is going on? I just
shut
asked
up.
about some of that breast, and it's funny. But well, go ahead. I don't, I don't want to go into that, but go ahead.
One of my favorite meals, I like to make tacos, just different
Mm.
versions though, not like your regular shell or nothing like that. Because I always keep certain things on deck, like spelt flour or quinoa flour. I always just have that on deck.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to make like alkaline tacos. It's really quick, and you can I make them like 5 different ways, but one quick recipe, or I can give you two. You can use the spelt flour or quinoa flour. Put the flour in a bowl, low pink Himalayan sea salt, fresh cracked black pepper, and some onion powder
Mm.
and savory seasoning um in the bowl with a little bit of crystal geyser water, because I don't like to use tap water. I use crystal geyser, and you stir it up till it get like pancake mixy a little bit,
Mm.
and then I like to cook it on both sides real thin,
Mm-hmm.
and then I put them to the side on a napkin, and then I'll make like some quinoa, and I'll flavor my quinoa like taco seasoning with
Right.
like some smoked
Chili
paprika,
powder.
chili powder, and onions and peppers and things like that. Then I make like some guacamole and some fresh onions and cilantro and tomatoes to go on top, and some mushrooms. And you got like some tacos with some romaine lettuce.
I
And
Yeah,
then
love that.
sometimes, like I always keep cheese on deck too. But this may not be alkaline, but I like to use cashew cheese or Brazil nut cheese. Brazil nuts I was using for a while, but they went extinct, not extinct, but they went, crazy because of the desert fires and stuff. Even before that, Brazil nuts
Mhm.
haven't been around. So I love to keep cashew cheese on deck.
You make
And
it yourself?
oh yes, I
Oh,
used to sell it by the jar.
mm,
really?
I call it liquid gold.
mm.
I
You
use
need
it for
to
like
ship us some liquid gold.
yes, I like to make like jalapeno cheese dip,
Mm.
enchiladas with it, but I always keep some on deck, and then I'll just like warm some up and drizzle some on top. But those are some quick tacos.
I like that. That's a great idea.
Mm.
hmm And then it could
Yes.
be like a you ever had those one because you down in Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
this is where I first had, because I used to live in Houston last year. I moved to Houston 2017, and I just left in 2018. I used to eat these what's the flat open tacos? I can't think of the name. The flat open
Tostadas.
toast. I used to fuck them up at the taco truck, because I moved to Houston right before the hurricane in 2017. I moved to Houston in August, and we had Hurricane Harvey. And I lived on the southeast side in Southgate, and it was this taco truck behind my house. And I used to get the fajitas. What was it called again?
Tostada.
Tostadas. I used to get the tostadas. I used to tear them up. Oh my God. But I make them, you can make them just like that. You make them real thin. Because you just frying them on both sides. You can even put onions in them and green onions and stuff in them.
I love that. I love that. I can do that.
And I like
didn't know I
using it
could
as
do that.
I like using it as a bread when I make pasta. Like just like when you make like some spell pasta or some type of like pasta, you want like some bread or something, garlic bread. Yep. That
Nice.
spelt
Do that.
flour and that quinoa flour, it just with some water and some seasoning, it'd be popping.
Really? Just that easy.
Mhm.
Quinoa flour, some water and seasoning, and you can
Mhm.
basically make you some bread or some tortillas or
Mhm.
wow. See, that's the beautiful thing. Things can be so simple, but because of your lack of awareness to those things, I mean, it's just like unknown. I'm gonna try it out. Thank you so much.
Oh, I just got another idea, but I ain't gonna say that until I try it first. But I just got another idea. That's something I want to try with the flour situation. That'll
Mm.
be really good for children, because I got it. My son is 9, so I'm thinking. I like thinking of children's snacks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna let you try it first. Then you let us know. But people in the chat room are appreciating that spill on some plant-based tacos. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
speaking of children, um, tapping into that childlike spirit, right? When we was children, right, we had such a knowing aspect about ourselves, right?
Mhm.
We just went on adventures. We just did stuff. We just was in this realm of not not thinking, basically. No thoughts at all. No real uh intellectual thoughts, human thoughts, worried about the gas bill and all that other stuff, right? Knowing the stresses of these worlds and becoming grown up locks us into this thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got bills now. Like, even at 16, I still wasn't thinking. I was still getting J's and stuff from our T Jones. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Mama, I gotta get them. I don't know what to tell you. You need to figure it out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just had to get them. But I wasn't thinking. I wasn't like logically thinking the responsibility that I'm putting on her, because I'm thinking money just grew out of thin air or whatever. Right? So, anyway, you get older and blah, 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 and you start realizing, oh shit, this shit is real. This shit is no joke out here. So, any ideas or ways you get out of the thinking mechanism and, going into that childlike spirit, going into that flow state, that happiness, that just knowing within yourself.
Just knowing that like you in a constant flow of abundance.
Well, just the happiness, just the childlike spirit, to just knowing this is gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just go for what I know. You know what I'm saying? Not really uh evaluating the
Trusting
situation.
spirit.
Yeah, just basically, being in that energy. Because when I watch your videos, I'm seeing somebody that just kind of knows, just kind of understands, you know what I'm saying? And that's just like a child, not childish, but childlike.
Okay.
And that energy is something that is pure, that's real, is true. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard for people to get to that level because they're worried about the struggles of the day. You feel me? So I'm trying to figure out how do you get into that zone or tap into that energy, or is that just something you just always been knowing to?
Sometimes I just like tap into it because not everybody had a really dope childhood or grew up with not worrying about certain things, so some people can tap into their childhood and it can be bad. So it's still a choice to heal, find humor in your healing situation.
Mm.
That's always the choice.
Mm-hmm.
Is to find humor in your healing situation and to heal your inner child, because your inner child needs to be healed.
Mm.
So it's just about like really allowing things to come to the surface and healing them in the best way that suits you. And the best way that suits me is I deal with it, but I also find the humor in the healing. That's one of my best ways to deal with my child like traumas, because some things when I think about from my childhood, it was not all of that at all.
Mm.
Even 16, it wasn't all of that at all. So I really don't look. Sometimes when I look back on shit, it makes me upset. So that's when my laughter comes into play, and I just laugh it away. I deal with it, I process it, and then I just like laugh and release it, and I reveal it and heal it.
Mm.
So I guess a lot of people who really understand some of my hilarious conscious comedy style about like releasing and dealing with trauma and breaking generational curses is for those who really didn't have, I guess, that glorious childhood like that, and they are removing thoughts of lack and feeling like they aren't worthy and breaking those generational curses that plague a lot of the melanated people. So I choose to find humor in the healing and be proud of myself for making a conscious decision to do what's best for me and to laugh at it and to find the joy in my journey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I
And
was a kid, oh, my bad, Queen. Go ahead.
and just just find the joy in the journey of that stage that I'm in, whatever it is I'm healing at that moment. Find the joy in that and allow my inner child to to be healed, to be happy, and to be satisfied and to be acknowledged
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that okay, I see you're hurting, I feel you're hurting, and let's heal it.
right.
So it get deep, you like you ever see people, that expression, you laugh until you cry, and then you literally you cry and then you laugh some more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
that's
then
where it's at. That's the work. That is the work, the healing process. Um, when I was a kid, you know what I mean, I went through a situation where I was raped as a kid, you know what I'm saying? I was raped multiple times by my big cousin, you know what I'm saying? This is a guy saying I'm 8 years old, getting raped by a goddamn big fat goofy looking chick, you know what I'm saying? And that was something that I had in my system, in my DNA for a while. I was holding on to it. I thought I would say, man, fuck that bitch, all that other stuff. But I learned that is the healing process is actually forgiving yourself, you know what I'm saying, for that situation, for feeling, like you were neglected, and even forgiving the goddamn um person for that. Because she should, we signed up for this. This is our journey that we wanted to go through. This is something that we wanted to plan out, and all of this stuff is planned out. So that when I understood that to the core and looked at myself and looked at the my cousin, I'm like, bitch, I would slap the hell out of your ass. But I don't, I ain't tripping on that shit. I don't, I forgive you for that because I don't give a fuck about it no more. So as a kid, healing them traumas is important because you can be jolted out of your childlike spirit. You see what I'm saying? In them moments, in them trauma moments, in them aspects. But what I understood was just the kids themselves. Like when I look at my kids, I observe them so much that I just know that they have such a knowing about them. And this knowing, this power of now, this being in the now, is something that can't be recreated. It's something genuine. It's something pure, right? It's something that really can't be taught. It can really just be cultivated or gained back within oneself. So that was always interesting to me to see, um, people go through these little hurts as children and never grow out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we have the ability to learn from our past, to gain knowledge from these trauma situations, right? So if you could tell us a little bit about your past or your childlike state or your childhood, and you know give us just a kind of guide to how you was as a child.
Um, I was very adventurous, very very funny, told a lot of jokes, talked a lot,
Mm-hmm.
was always creative, had a really big imagination as a child. Um, it was a really interesting childhood, my mom and my dad was together when I was a kid, so I grew up in the beginning of my life in a two-parent home.
Mm-hmm.
Um, had my brothers around me. I had a big brother and a little brother. Had a lot of sisters. Had older sisters. My father was older, way older than my mom. It was it was a different type of. It was a pretty good childhood. It was a pretty good childhood. I learned a lot of things early that I've learned over the time that wasn't really beneficial. As a child, you pick up a lot of habits from your parents and what you see.
Mm-hmm.
So it was as I got older that I realized that these are not some habits that I want to like carry on to my child. So I decided to break them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was yeah, I was very adventurous. I wrote a lot. I had a lot of dreams as a child,
Yeah.
and where I am now in my life, I'm bringing my dreams into my reality.
Exactly. Yeah. And so understanding that, and then growing up and getting older and all this other stuff, and then having to deal with humans, deal with this world. Now you can, you can probably see the freeness when you look back. You can see the freeness you have within yourself. Me and my queen was just we never watched TV, and we was watching right before this. We was watching Martin. There was Martin on TV. We just said, man, let's see what this is.
Martin,
And it took me into a place. Yeah, Martin, the episode. You remember Martin? You never seen Martin?
yeah, no, I love Martin.
Yeah, yeah. But it took me into the place where I was like, oh my God, I feel so. There was something pulling me to where I felt so, I don't know, it was kind of like a low vibrational energy or something. because I removed myself. I became anew. I when that time when I was watching Martin, I had such different um, thought patterns that when I watch it now, that energy comes back to me, and I can actually feel it coming back to me. And it's kind of weird because I'm sitting here thinking like, wow, why is this coming into my being right now? What is this feeling like? I couldn't even watch 10 minutes of it. And and then I evaluated my thoughts and I said, oh, okay, I know what that is. This is when that time was happening and I was feeling blah blah blah.
Mm.
So yeah, it's it's like a time machine when you watch these shows, or what I'm saying, you listen to old music that used to love. All of that stuff is just brings you back to that moment, brings you back to that feeling that you were in. You know what I'm saying? Now that I became a new, I'm vibrating from a different space. I'm more happy and stuff. But I'm watching Martin, right, to feel happy, to be, joyous, to be um to feel this laughter, right? But now I have this happiness within me. So I'm always vibrating just joy, happiness. Of course you get mad, and what I'm saying, you feel certain moods or whatever. But at the end of the day, even in the moods, I know I'm vibrating from a whole totally different space. And that's important because I think like people feel like, your vibration, like you're supposed to be happy. Some like you can be happy, right? You're supposed to be happy all the time. It's not being happy all the time. It's just you're vibrating at a different rate of energy. Like you're being in a different place. You know what I'm saying? Your whole being is in a different place. For instance, when I was in college, right, I used to blah 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 sell drugs and all this other stuff and blah blah blah. And I noticed I was doing that and I was making money and stuff, but I was never really happy. I was never really fulfilled it within myself. And I used to always have bad experiences. You know what I'm saying? Wrecking cars, fucking being held at gunpoint. It's just different goofy stuff that just used to happen. And I'm like, damn, why is all this shit happening to me? You see what I'm saying? But now, since I took myself out of that low vibrational state that I was in, not saying the drugs was a bad state. Don't y'all don't worry about that. But I'm saying like since I took myself out of that energy field to where I was in such a low vibrational mindset, now that I'm vibrating from the heart chakra and above, I'm able to manipulate my reality without doing a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's important for people to understand is that this heart chakra family, listen to me closely. This heart chakra is something that you have to deal with. The wounded child is something you have to deal with. These three lower chakras is something you must deal with. You see Panic on his videos. Panic be in such a joyous state. Panic don't give no fuck about what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? Panic is Panic is doing him. You know what I'm saying? He'll get on here and do these videos for the family, But at the end of the day, he's doing him. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's an important aspect of healing this wounded child that we all must accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Because we had some issues in our childhood that, a lot of people don't want to remember or go back to. So that's important, family. That's important. Babe, you had something?
Yes, I had something. um, I love when you say love and laughter. Love and laughter is what is your phrase, right?
That is
Or
correct.
I love that. And I guess the question that dream wise, from what I'm understanding, because I want to know this answer too. And because it's out of darkness comes light. And I feel like you being able to come back around to I choose laughter, you've had to have some moments where it was like darkness or there was no laughter. And your spirit had to channel to you, hey, laugh. That's going to help you to overcome and come out of this situation. Can you tell us about whatever that shift that happen? Because we have these shifts that happen to where you say, I cannot do whatever I was just doing anymore. Like I have to
Hmm.
do something different. Like something has to be different. But not only that, that shift, that the realization that you had within your own experience that says, wow, this laughter is healing. Joy is my superpower, is a real thing. I've experienced it. Now I have to share it. What happened in that shift? When did that shift happen? How did that shift happen? What caused that shift to happen? All of that good stuff.
It was last year when I was staying in Houston, Texas. 2017 is when it started, and it
Mm,
really started to come about in 2018 last year in Houston, Texas, when I was really going through my shadow work,
mm,
wrapping up um my Pluto retrograde and my natal chart, really processing my future moves, what my purpose was in life, how I was going to connect the dots with the laughter. Because last year in April and May is when I got certified as the laugh coach, and then I started recording Holistically Hilarious in April, and then in July last year, I sent my son back to live with his father, and that's when I knew that I was making a decision. After that, it was no turning back because I sent my son away. So once I sent my son away, it was like, okay, I must be about to do some real shit for me to
mm,
sacrifice like being away from my son, not wanting to go get no regular job, not wanting to just be out here doing that none of that 9 to 5 shit. Just I really got a plan to trust it. So after my son left, when I sent him back July 1st last year, I that was like one of the deepest, um, the darkest week that I've been in since I had went through any depression in my life. Um, and so like I had to like pick myself up and pull myself together. I was like out of it for like 7 days. And that's when I was like started doing laughter.
Mhm.
Like really I was certified, but I wasn't applying it to my life. I was
mm,
just teaching it, like wanting to teach it, but I didn't really see how it applied. But that's when I
mm,
realized when I had to laugh myself up off the floor, and I was like, okay, he's gone now. He's with his father. It's been a week. I had to get up, and he left Omaha. I was moving out of my apartment in Houston, Texas, and just from there on it, from July, that's when I started to realize like how um laughter was so much needed in my life. But
mm,
it was that turning point when I let my son go, and it really sent me to the fact that this was real.
mm,
It was really real. It wasn't nothing. I couldn't say okay, never mind, because what was I gonna do? Like I was broke as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was having to move out of my apartment. Live with my homegirl. He left. He didn't even know I had to move out of the apartment. He left on the first. I was out by the seventh.
mm,
So it was a whole week. I got up off the floor just in time. Shit, that's when they came and took the keys and shit. So everything was so divinely guided. It was amazing. So yeah, that was a real crucial time.
mm,
It was really a pivotal point where I had to make a decision to get the fuck up. And then July went by so rapidly. I made my first trip to LA from Houston, and I realized how much I loved LA, because LA was rocking with Holistically Hilarious. And this was before I was really doing sketch comedy. Really, it was before Hilarious. It was Hilarious, HIL. And so I came to LA, and then July, and then August was my birthday last year. I said I wanted to come back, and so it was just that was July, August last year was it was wild.
Mm-hmm.
August was really was crucial too, when we had that blood
Hurricane.
moon
Oh, the blood moon.
on the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was the end of July, beginning of August. So
Mm-hmm.
that's when, yeah, it was wild. It was wild. Yeah. I mean, it was dark. It was really dark. It was no choice. It was just like your eyes closed and you had to see internal sunshine from within.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was dark. So yeah. Once I had to make a choice, or I was gonna just be out of it.
And
Mhm.
so that leads me to another question, because that's beautiful, because that's how these things actually happen. Like the radical change that we need comes from when we are really hurting, when we really are just like, what in the hell am I going to do? How do you spiritually channel? Like, what are you doing when spirit channels to you, the next video that you need to make, you know because like for me, I could be driving in the car listening to music, and then a channel will come through and it's like boom. Or something could happen to where I just feel myself gravitating. And let me tell you, I'm telling you again, my love, dream wise,
Hmm.
everything is so synchronistic. Every Sunday, the person that we have on Holistically Hilarious is directly in alignment to the conversations, to the experiences that Dreamwise and I have been having the entire week before. So last week, our entire conversation was about happiness, 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 being unconditionally happy. And it was just kind of a natural thing that was just happening. And then fortunately, we're spiritually aware enough to be able to say, okay, obviously, spirit wants me to focus on that internal happiness, that eternal happiness, the love and laughter, and doing anything that is going to help us to stay in high vibration. And then, boom, now you're on the show. So, again,
Hmm.
synchronicity. But what are the ways that you actually channel you know, your inspiration for the videos, or even the spiritual revelation that you had to have that said, get your ass up. We got work to do. Everything's going to be okay. What are you doing when you actually receive that?
Sometimes I'll just be in the shower.
Shower. So
I get
water.
a yeah.
Hold on, I gotta pause you right there because that's spiritual. See,
Hmm.
Dream Wise is connected, and some of the shit he say is funny, but he calls you H2O, and so we're just connecting spiritual dots to let you know, to remind you or reinforce to you that water, because he called you water. Remember before we even got on,
That's
that
yep.
water is a spiritual thing for you, and that being in the water is something that is revealing different things to you. So shout out to you, babe, and shout out to you, Holistically Hilarious, and damn, shout out to me for connecting those dots.
Yes, because that is dope. I'm gonna start utilizing that.
Got to.
Yeah, because when I'm in the shower a lot, oh, it happened a lot when I was in Houston, Texas. I had to hop out the shower a lot and write some stuff down. Sometimes I couldn't even write fast enough. I would have to just do like the talk to on my phone. And
Mm,
then when I was in Houston, Texas, when I would go sit by at my apartment complex, it was a pool, and I would go sit by the pool and I would
mm-hmm.
write songs. I was writing music, and I don't even write music. But now I know why I was writing those songs. And those, it wasn't even like full songs, but it was like musical mantras.
Mm.
And now I know
Hold
why.
on. Hold on. Let me pause you right there. You don't know this though, but people in the chat know I like to sing, love to sing. And
I
just
love to
this
sing too.
morning, Dreamwise and I were talking. He was like, babe, I know you want to sing. You need to just sing. And I was just like, well, I just don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I feel like I got to do something different, really. I feel like I don't want to be like a singer, like Beyonce them or anything like that. Of course, if I'm a sing, I want to use my voice for these real spiritual purposes. And we literally had the conversation just last night and this morning about me singing, like you just said, musical mantras to help people on their spiritual journey. So again, everything is synchronicity, nothing is coincidence. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. So they was giving me the musical mantras to record while I was sitting next to the pool. And then now they're coming into play. And then since I've been here in LA, like when I get by the ocean, I get a lot of information. But it happens to me it happens like when I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm brushing my teeth, water, when I'm drinking water, um, it involves a lot of water. Right. And then I feel them in my solar plexus chakra. Oh man, I feel it in my solar plexus chakra. I begin these biggest downloads. That is something wild. And so yes, a lot in my digestive system and water.
Right.
Lately, sometimes they've been coming in my dreams, but I don't remember them. But my dreams lately, like I wanted to stay asleep because I had a long night because I'm doing a release tomorrow. I had to edit this stuff, and I slept in a little bit today, and I was just having some of the dopest dreams. But I haven't been remembering them. But I know I feel them. But they've been telling me to pay attention to my dreams, but shit, I can't remember them. So
you got to look back at some of my videos, man. I got some stuff on there that dream recall. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have I'm about to start my dream journal again.
Yeah, H2O, I already know you have to go, man. I know you got a lot, so I didn't want to keep you on too long. I know you got to go, but before you go, I want to sing you a song.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Or I want to sing the whole family a song, because y'all got me fucked up in this bitch if I ain't getting no record label. Somebody just said I was going to be an R&B singer, but I'm about to do this little... Let me drink some water.
He said, let me drink some water. Lubricate your throat chakra.
H2O, you the one. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break.
Okay.
I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. Dun, 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 dun. With the air like I don't care, baby, by the way. What the... Because I'm happy of my
long if you feel like a room without a roof.
Come along in here. Let me do my song, babe.
Babe, I need you to at least know the
Because
words.
I'm having come along in here. All right, whatever.
Clap along if
Hey,
you
let me tell y'all real quick though. That song used to hurt my ears. Oh my God! In the chat room, y'all. I still hate.
Yeah, it was overdone for sure.
Oh my God, that shit was horrible, man.
That was one of my favorite songs.
Oh no, I used to hate the hell out of that song. Hell no, that shit was...
That's too funny.
I'm like, damn, I'm happy, but god damn, this shit right here sound like a goddamn... Yeah, man, family, we in...
Hold on, babe. Hold on. I got one more question.
Oh shit. Damn.
No, really,
okay, go
really
ahead.
Really like two more questions.
No.
One, when is your birthday? When is your birthday, Holistically Hilarious? You said August, right?
August 19th.
August 19th, a Leo. Okay, that's cool. And then what I was about to say, your spiritual practice, what kind of, how do we, and I'm not just asking for me, I'm asking for the chat. We cannot leave here without doing this. How do you do the laughter meditation? Do I just sit here and I just make myself laugh? Do I just, because I can laugh, but when I want to intentionally laugh, do I just be like, ha 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 ha, and then I'll just get better at it just coming out for absolutely no reason? What's the laughter meditation, or what's the meditation?
The laughter meditation is when you sit down. You can be sitting at your desk, in your car, wherever you're at. If you're doing it like the traditional way, where you're sitting down in your sacred space, you take a moment and you breathe in really deeply from your root chakra. You start by inhaling love from your root chakra, breathing through your nose, and then you exhale laughter
Mm-hmm.
out your mouth, of course. You exhale laughter, and you do that 3 times, and then that sets the tone. And
Mm,
then you just continue to you laugh. You set the intentions about what you're going to inhale love, and then you're going to exhale whatever it is not in alignment. So, for example, in that love, that bubble of love, I'm inhaling abundance, prosperity, strength, courage, and I'm exhaling anything that's not in alignment with what I'm in, with strength,
right,
love, joy, and courage. I exhale it. Like if you're in the car, you in traffic, and you having road rage, you feel it coming on, you can inhale love and exhale the rage that you're feeling, and just be cool with the fact that you ain't about to go nowhere.
right,
Yep. So you use it by the moment, inhale love and exhale whatever it is at that present time that's got you slightly out of balance, out of
right.
alignment. Yeah.
Facts on facts on facts.
Nice, beautiful.
I appreciate you, H2O, because at the end of the day, the stuff you doing on your Instagram, you know, just putting a mirror to ourselves and showing us, how funny these situations are. This human is important because a lot of people still haven't grasped the point and the idea of knowing that this shit is a big comedy show. Y'all go see the Joker when it comes out. Me and my queen got tickets. Y'all go see that Joker movie. But this is what it is. It's just a big show, and you getting emotional about stuff that doesn't affect you is really um is really gonna is really just adding low vibrational energy to you, and that's stuff that you don't want to carry, the baggage,
Right.
bag lady. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for what you do, man. Shout out your stuff one more time, H2O, before we get off of here, man. I'm gonna put it in the description. I'm gonna put it in the links and all that good stuff.
It is holistically hilarious. HolisticalLy.
Long as
Hilarious, HealArious, and that's on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. And then that's the name of the podcast as well.
awesome,
Nice.
awesome, 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 awesome. My spirit was talking, was thinking about
Yes, check that out. Check out the website. Actually, I have a whole website. I have a hilarious ringtone. You can get the hilarious ringtone. It's your friendly reminder to laugh at petty shit because joy is your superpower. So you can get the ringtone. I actually have 2 books. I have 2 digital ebooks. One is called Inhale Love, Exhale Laughter, Your Self-Help Guide to Creating Internal Sunshine. And then I have another
Mm,
digital ebook. It's called I Want to Be Vegan Too, but I Don't Know What to Eat. And they're both for creating internal sunshine and vibrating high. So they're both amazing and they're on the website. And then I also have hilarious fashions. So you can look like you healing, honey. Yeah. So check that out too. It's all available on my website.
nice,
shout out to
beautiful.
Enlightened Souls, man, my family for getting doing something with holistic. We were supposed to go to that thing too, but shout out to Enlightened Souls, my sister Jasmine, and my brother Steve. Shit, doing that thing, man. And anything else, babe? LoveLiveLife.com. Y'all make sure y'all go to Patreon and become a Patreon. Love Live Life, man, and all that good stuff, babe. Come on with it.
Yeah, peace, family, in the spirit of happiness and givingness and birthdays. I'm an October baby. I'm going
Okay.
to do, yes, I'm going to do $10 10-minute readings. Hit me up. When you go to my website, just press donate, put $10, and then when it says, like, description, to say put 10-minute reading or whatever, We'll do $10 10-minute readings on Sundays. Okay, so after we do Sunday service, a couple hours after, we'll crank that up. But yeah, shout out to the 10 10 10s. And that's how we're going to do it. So in the 10th month of the year, we're going to have $10 10-minute readings. Okay,
Yes, that's what it is.
let's get it.
Shout out to my brothers Trav. Shout out to my sister Mook. Shout out to the whole spiritual community, man. Y'all know what it is. Peace to all the family in the building. Straight Panther, all of y'all, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. And we'll see y'all next time.